Hey everyone, it's Marianne from the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. This message is for Henry Garrido and Michael Mulgrew. Michael, you told your teachers at the retiree chapter meeting on Monday that you are negotiating a special Medigap plan just for them. After you screwed every New York City retiree and employee out of their access to federal Medicare yesterday, you diminished their health care. And you did it by a vote of the MLC that you demanded was your appropriate weighted vote. Henry Garrido, you sent out an email. Did the same thing Michael Mulgrew did, except you didn't negotiate a private health care plan just for us. You actually sold off your jewel in the DC-37 crown, your DC-37 med team, we heard. But that really wouldn't have helped most of us because we don't live, most of us, a lot of people live in these 5 boroughs or 8 boroughs of counties of New York City. The 8 counties of New York City that currently that would have helped. But if you're not in the New York metro area, the DC-37 med team wouldn't have helped you. But see, your email was pretty outlandish. You wrote, yesterday, the Municipal Labor Committee voted to approve the Medicare Advantage PPO plan administered by Aetna for Medicare-eligible retirees over the age of 65. First mistake. Medicare-eligible retirees are either over the age of 65 or they're younger and on disability, and that would make them eligible. So it's not just over the age of 65. You also said that DC-37 retirees currently in HIP VIP will not be affected. Well, that's because it's also another Medicare Advantage plan. You still stripped away everyone's access to traditional Medicare and their supplemental plan by privatizing Medicare, which is an anti-labor move. You said, this was not an easy vote, but under the circumstances, we believe this is the best possible outcome we could have secured. What's the circumstances, Henry? That you and Michael and Harry negotiated away employee health care, and yet you don't want to admit it and blame our organization for standing up for our rights and protecting ourselves when you guys broke a law that has been on the books since 1967 that protected us equally. And you don't want everyone to know, including your active union members, that you sold off their health care for their rate, for wage, for their contract. You're hiding the fact that you're not exposing the MLC agreement that allows them to keep their premium-free health care as employees because you don't want them to know that you sold off their future retiree health care and current retiree health care. All of you should be ashamed of yourself. Absolutely ashamed. And Michael Mulgrew, in your meeting with the RTC, you also said that there's 4 states, the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and thank you. What was the 4th state? And it's actually not New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. It's New York, Maine, Connecticut, and Massachusetts that have guarantee issue. You don't even know health insurance, and this is why you guys shouldn't be negotiating health care. And to the rest of the unions listening to this, you all better grow a pair of cojones and stand up for your rights because your no-show votes, your no-shows and your abstentions caused us this problem. If you're going to be in a meeting, you better vote no. Some of you need to get together, those that abstained and those that voted no, need to form a coalition and come out against the MLC. You need to demand a copy of your bylaws. You need to demand this weighted vote change. You need to make a complaint to the Office of Collective Bargaining under Administrative Code 12-313 over this weighted voting process. And you need to make a complaint that Henry Garrido refused to acknowledge what the weighted voting numbers were in the MLC yesterday. That is unconscionable that it is not available. I also want to ask you, is DC-37 and the UFT counting their retirees in their weighted voting pattern? Asking for a friend. You guys have a lot of homework to do. Labor used to be a little bit stronger. It's about time you all stood up. You're letting retirees fight a fight that you all should be fighting. Last year, the New York State unions took over a case, Donahue v. Cuomo, and brought it back before the state to protect the retirees. In our situation, we were fighting our own unions because they refused to back the retirees. We're going to file litigation again once this comes out. I'd like to know which side the rest of you are standing on. Do you support your retirees? Then you back our lawsuit. If you don't, You never really did, and you just did it for show. Have a nice day, guys.